have noticed that while it's usually a fairly blokey night, we started off very blokey, but now we've just been very female, haven't we? You don't want this? No, you don't want to remove this. So it's the girls' night out tonight. And let's just got a short story for us, and she is pleased and proud to be the support act for Sadie and Jay tonight.
Oh, hey!
Thank you. Thank you.
The story I'm going to tell you is one that appeals to me. I don't know if it'll appeal to you, but there you go. That's life, isn't it? Yeah. There once was, long ago, in old Japan, a village deep in the heart of the mountains. And in that village they told stories, and this is one of them. You see, folk there had strange little idiosyncrasies. I don't know if you've ever encountered that. One of them was called, the people with idiosyncrasy, sorry, a man called Yasahachi. And he was a bit of a dreamer. Oh, he loved to look out at the sky and the trees, but you know, he had to work. He was part of the village. There was fields to plough, and everybody had a job. And his master, who owned the land, well, he was a stickler for detail. But it had been a hard winter, and when the snow began to melt and the river began to run, Yasahachi just wanted to walk along the edge of it and look at the flowers that were beginning to bud. And when the trees started to have these green points that grew and grew, well, he wasted a lot of time just staring around and wandering the country. It got him into trouble. For his field was the last one. All the others had been ploughed and raked ready for rice, but his had clods of earth sticking up all over the place. But he had a plan, just in time. Because the master came to the door and said, "Yasahachi, what is the meaning of this? Look at your field. Why haven't you fixed it? It looks like the back of a warty toad." "Oh, honourable master," said Yasahachi, "I have a plan." And he brought out a piece of paper which had big writing on it in Japanese, and I'll read it to you. It said, "On Sunday, Yasahachi will climb to heaven." Well, the master said, "Well, we don't have time for you stupid magic jokes. The field, the field. Come with me. It's the hour of the monkey. I've told everyone that that's when it's going to happen. So come, it's almost time." And they walked out of Yasahachi's simple hut and along to the field where he was supposed to have worked. And by the time they got there, there was quite a crowd of villagers. It was a Sunday, not much else doing in the village. And so there was a crowd, some dressed in their best kimonos, others muttering together in crowds. And Yasahachi went forward and brought with him a great bamboo pole. And he stood beside it and said, "Oh, honourable supporters, thank you for joining me here. It is the hour of the monkey. I will now climb to heaven." And he took the bamboo pole, stuck it in the ground, went up and started to hitch himself, hand over hand, up the bamboo pole. Well, the crowd came close, couldn't believe their eyes. He started up and up the pole, but he got so far and suddenly the bamboo began to bend and bend and bend, up and down, crash, down it came onto the ground. Yasahachi laughed and dusted himself down and picked up the bamboo. No worries, I'm not hurt," he said. He just moved over another bit, stuck it in the ground, and again, "Honourable spectators, please gather round." And he climbed again. This time he got 3 or 4 hands up, and it had actually lifted off the ground. But again, it seemed that he was not going to be successful. The crowd started to mutter, and sure enough, it swayed, and crashed, down it came. Yasahachi quickly got to his feet. I'm unhurt. Picked it up, and he went to another place. "Wrong place," he said, stuck it in the ground, and tried again. Well, it went on like this quite some time. He just never gave up. And the crowd followed him, muttering, "Never thought he could do it. He'll never do it. This is a waste of time." And in the end, the crowd gave up and went. The master stood there, He was furious. He pulled at his ear and he said, what a waste of time. Master, master, said Yasuhachi, look at the field. And when he turned and looked, where the people had trampled it flat, it was as flat as the morning sea.
Meg, Phil. No, I did think that you might be a bit longer than that.
I said 4 minutes.
I know you said 4 minutes, but you know.